So I'm here at my tent again for a nice campsite, nice camping night. And the first thing I have to do is get my firewood, or at least kindling. I have firewood, but I have to get some kindling going so I can get the wood stove started. And then after that, it's time for dinner and relaxation. Come on, you can do it. Okay. There we go. Up in there. So let's hope this gets going. Because after I have a good fire, I can relax. Oops. Alrighty. It's just about 8 o'clock at night, Saturday night, and I kind of made the decision to come camping tonight, kind of spur of the moment, so I really wasn't totally prepared. Prepared enough, I guess, but what I didn't realize was that all the snow that was piled up around the tent was going to cause condensation. And so here I am in a tent that is leaking. It is pretty bad in here. I did go out and shovel around the tent, but there's still condensation, so I'm out here and I am going to make the best of it. So I have my wood stove going, and it took a long time to get that to finally get a good flame going. But I'm just now at 41 degrees on the thermometer and -6 outside, and I'm finally going to get a chance to eat. And so what I am going to have first are some sprouts. Oh, they're kind of all mushed up because I stuffed them all in a plastic bag to bring them out here. So here's what I'm doing. There are my sprouts, and then I have to add to it the salad dressing I made yesterday with my kombucha scobies. I also have in here, no, that's not it. Some cheese and some bacon bits. And these bacon bits are homemade, kind of. Now let's see if you can see them here. Oh, there we go, right there. Now I have bacon bits to go on here, and this comes from bacon that I had actually canned a few years ago and forgot I had it. So the other morning, I made bacon and eggs with this bacon, and it didn't really like the way it came out. It crumpled more than it had strips, but that's okay. It's bacon, 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 and you can't go wrong with bacon. And yes, you absolutely can can bacon. And I'm glad I did. So I'd gotten it when it was on sale at some point, and we all know bacon is never on sale anymore. So what I'm going to do now is pour my salad dressing over this. I don't know how well that shows up in here, but sprouts, bacon, a hard cheese, and my SCOBY garlic salad dressing. Yum. And that will be most of my dinner for tonight. Alrighty. This is turning into one challenging night. I have found out that heating water up on the stove in here, in my cute little fire maple teapot, adds more condensation to this place. And I've been debating whether or not to go home, but I've got the heat in here up to 69. Actually, it was up to 72, and I turned down the damper so it wasn't quite as hot in here. And I'm thinking things should start to dry up. I hope so, because it's dark out now and I don't feel like going home. I mean, I can. The snow machine has really good lights on it, but I don't really want to give up. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So I'm going to have myself some hot chocolate and some Chambord. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a raspberry liqueur. Have that in here. Whoa. See, a spoon, my kingdom for a spoon. Here we go. This is another one of my favorite mugs. This is hand painted by a man in Tuscany, Italy. Look at that, isn't that pretty? I actually went to Italy in 2014. I was competing in World Taekwondo Championships. And I first competed in nationals in Texas, and I took first in patterns and third in sparring. And then went to Italy. And now, here's the thing. I didn't really care about the competition. I went because it was a good excuse to follow through with one of the dreams I've always had, which was to go to cooking school in Italy. So when I found out that the World Championships were going to be held in Rome, I went, well, look at that. I get to go to Rome. Now, oh, I might not be able to open this little bottle after all. Might have to put it in, soak it in some hot water for a moment. It's pretty hot. It goes kind of along with tonight with condensation and having trouble getting the wood stove going. It took 3 hours or so before I finally got my stove going. Anyway, so as I was saying, I went to World Championships in Rome, and I took third in sparring and third in patterns. And no, it wasn't third out of 3. There were 5 or 6 people in each of my divisions, so I didn't do too bad. But like I said, competition was not the main reason I went to Italy. It was just an excuse to go to Italy. So I went to Good Taste of Tuscany and did a week-long cooking class where I got to stay in a 1,200-year-old villa. It was awesome. It was so beautiful. And out of all the places I have been, Tuscany was the only place that made me not want to come back to Alaska. I absolutely loved it there. The little streets, the people were so friendly everywhere. Anyway, that's my little story about my cup. So it's time for me to sit back and relax with my hot chocolate and do a little short fireside chat. One of the things that has come up several times on our channel are people saying how we need to cover the new snow machine. Oh, wait, before I go there, I want everybody to know I did come up with a name for the snow machine. After several people suggested naming her Jackie after my beloved cat Jack, who passed on Christmas Eve. I decided that was an excellent name, and that is her name. She is officially Jackie. And I have a little wolf bell that I've had for years, and Jed hung the little bell off her today. So she is official now. Okay, back to the snow machine. So a lot of people, or I don't know, several people have said that we really need to be covering the snow machine when it's parked. For, I don't know, any number of reasons, I guess. The snow might get on it. Really? I mean, we put mitts, the gauntlets over the handlebars, but here's what I think. A snow machine is made to be in snow. It goes into deep snow, it rolls or, well, falls over, goes sideways, gets stuck, has to be dug out from several feet of snow, which I've done several times now. And nobody seems to worry about the snow that gets on it. But for some reason, if it's sitting parked and snow falls on it, people get all in a tizzy. But think about it. If you have a boat and it's sitting out in the water because, well, that's what boats do, you're not covering your boat when it's not in use because it might get rained on, are you? Well, I'm not covering my snow machine because snow might get on it. When your car's parked outside on the driveway, you're not covering your car because it might get rained on or snowed on, are you? No. So I'm not covering my snow machine because it might get snow on it. Now, come summertime, or if, let's say, we have an especially heavy snow, I have a really nice snow, a cover that'll go over it. But for out here, it doesn't even make any sense to keep covering it up just because some snow might get on it. I mean, think about it. It's a snow machine. Oh, I'm still fighting with this, with the shimboard. Oh, I got it. Look at that. Oh, pour a little bit of that in here. I don't know. Half. That's about right. Half should be good. Let's see how this tastes. Oh, that's a raspberry hot chocolate. That is tasty. Okay, now for, let's see, what else can I talk about? Oh, getting to Fairbanks. I've been trying to get to Fairbanks for, I don't know, since January 24th. Yeah, 24th, 25th. Twice I got stopped because the snow machine wouldn't start. And then we had back-to-back snowstorms with massive amounts of snow dumped. And then I needed to wait for somebody to groom the trail, and he did. And then I followed him when he was doing a final grooming. I followed him out and promptly lost control of the snow machine and ended up on my side in deep snow. You know, that stuff that snow machines like. So I finally got it out, and that took me about 3 hours, and then turned around, came back home because I wasn't planning on going to Fairbanks when it was already late in the day. I think it was 5:30 by the time I got home. But as a result of not being able to get to Fairbanks, well, you kind of saw my dinner tonight. It was a bowl of sprouts with some of my canned bacon and some hard cheese crumbles. We have no fresh vegetables, no dairy, very little meat, and what else are we missing? We're short on something else. Eggs. We need eggs. Our chickens, we only have 2 girls, and only one of them's giving us 1 egg, like 4 or 5 days a week. So we eat a lot of canned green beans, black beans, pinto beans. We have rice. We have the granulated potatoes. We're eating a lot of my canned foods also that I canned when I was in Fairbanks, for which I am supremely grateful that I was able to do that then, because that has saved us out here. Now, hopefully I get to go to Fairbanks this next week so I can do some serious stocking up on fresh produce. I know there are other things I wanted to talk about, and for the life of me, I can't figure them out. Probably because I just got so stressed with all the condensation in here and not really being prepared for it, because the first time I camped in here, there was none of this. And all I can figure is there was a lot of snow on the tent. There was some on top, but not much, but a lot of snow up against the tent from where it had fallen off before. So I am sure that's what caused all this condensation in here. And then when I'm cooking, or not cooking, but heating water on the stove, I do believe that brought in more. But I think now it is 60, it's still 69 in here. Fire's going. Things will probably warm up soon. I could go home, I guess, but I don't really want to. Well, it's 10 after 10, and it is time for me to get some sleep. I had to take some of my firewood here and sit it on top of my wood stove, because back here in this corner, a lot of moisture. I don't think you can see it too well on here. A lot of moisture got on this firewood. So I had to take a bunch and sit it over here. I have a bunch over here in this corner. And I've got a little fire going in here, just nice. Oh, it is minus 16 out and 67 inside. So, anyway, I'm going to get my firewood all taken care of, get it off the stove because it's kind of dried now, and then I'm going to go to sleep. I am wiped out. It has been a long, long night. So, sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. It is 10:11. I only just woke up a few minutes ago because I was up a good portion of the night trying to keep a fire going in here. It did get down to minus 34 last night, and I think at one point it was 42 degrees above zero in here. So I kind of struggled all night with the firewood. Sometime around 5:30, I finally got it going and zonked out. Then again a couple hours later, and then again just a little bit ago. Right now, temperature's dropped in here again. It says it's minus 27 out and 49 in here. Still trying to get this fire going. Yeah, I have good dry wood. I don't really understand why I'm struggling so much this time. But at any rate, things dried out in here overnight. My jacket that was soaking wet from the condensation in here yesterday was hung up. Oh, I hung it. Oh, right here. I hung it from, let's see, these little things at the top of the ceiling holding stuff like this up above me. I hung that up there last night and it dried. It was surprising. So now I have my fire maple teapot on here, which is really cool. And I think I finally have a fire going in here. And soon I'm going to have a mocha. Just as soon as I get some hot water in here. Oh, gonna have a mocha with these cute little instant coffee packets. A whole lot of coffee, that's it, just that. We'll see. If I think it's too weak, I'll just add a second one. And then I'm going to have the rest of this in my coffee. It tasted really good, but as far as it being something that gets you buzzed or anything, not so much, which is fine. I don't need that. I just want the flavor. All right, let me Get back here to tending this fire and trying to get the heat up. It's still only 49 in here, so. Oh, you know, even though it's 49 in here, it doesn't feel like it. When it's 49 in the cabin, it's frigging cold. I mean, it is cold. But here, 49 is not so bad. I wouldn't call it uber comfortable, but it's not frigid like it feels in the cabin. Is good. Just took the T-bot off and sat it on a couple pieces of wood I have down here to act kind of as a, what do you call it? Not a pot holder. The thingamabobber that hot things sit on to keep them from burning what's underneath them. Yeah, that. And so it's warming up in here. It's now 57 in here and minus 24 outside. I'll be here probably for a little while because I don't think Jackie's going to want to start. It seems like at these temps, when it gets down to, you know, minus 30 and colder, that we need the UPS power bank to be plugged into her for about 15 minutes. And I don't have that with me out here. So I'll be here for a while. I have my Kindle. Have Kindle, will travel. I'm reading this fantasy adventure called Gates of Ruin. There are 13 books in this series. One of the reasons I chose it was because of the number of books. But it also had a pretty high rating. So that's what I'm going to read. I'm on book 6. Alright, well, it's time to stop lollygagging around and get things up to the sled here. Oh, okay there. All right, pretty much ready to go.